Morning campers! I kind of wanted to give you a little update on how Formula Woman is going. So for a long time my stumbling block was the media. In order to get like sponsorship and stuff you need like a certain amount of media exposure just so they can sort of check you out and make sure that you are definitely who you say you are and you are like building a following, so on and so forth. I suppose it's just like vetting you really, isn't it? Just making sure that you're definitely in the right place, in the right headspace and stuff to further yourself in competitions and things and actually get to places, and you're not just sort of asking for it and then not going to utilise it to the best of your ability kind of thing. And for a long time my stumbling block was the media. I have lost count of how many emails I've sent to various local media outlets and just got zilched back in return, which is a shame really. But on Sunday I decided, well, there's no harm in sending another one, is there? At worst I'll just go delete and that'll be the end of it, won't it? So there I was Sunday evening typing out an email. I have like a dedicated racing account with a proper footer and things on it, so they can access things like my Instagram account and my GoFundMe page, and it's got like my little racing logo. Quite a basic logo, but it's a logo, it's like brand, it's me basically. And so send that off. Didn't really think I'd get much back. Woke up Monday morning to a whole flurry of yes, we'd love to speak to you kind of things from the media. So I was like, oh my gosh, I think I sent out about 7 and I've heard back from 4. And I was like, oh my gosh, so quite overwhelmed with that. I've gone from like having no media coverage at all to it all sort of coming all at once. So Monday morning, had a phone call from BBC CWR. We want you on the breakfast show. Oh, I said, okay, when? Tomorrow. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. You can kind of see how overwhelming that would be, and just how like 90 miles per hour everything is all, and then how it all kind of goes at like 90 miles per hour. So I've gone from having nothing to everything all in one go. So had that interview Tuesday morning. I've had nothing but positive comments about that interview. Everyone was saying, oh, you're so well spoken, you spoke really well, we really enjoyed listening to you, it was so good. And I was like, oh, thank you so much. I was just sort of conscious of saying the right thing, and then obviously because there's certain things that you're not allowed to talk about, like mentioning brand names because it's the BBC and sponsorships and things like that. It was like, please don't. And I was sort of mindful of talking about Formula Woman, but at the same time not saying those words that I was not allowed to say. I managed it. Stumbled a little bit during one of them, but I was nervous. And talking on the radio is a very strange experience. It is. When you're on the phone to the radio, you can hear like all the radio jingles and songs and things playing, and then all of a sudden they talk to you, and it's like having a conversation with your radio. What people hear on the radio is what you hear in your ear. It's a very strange thing. It reminds me of the scenes from Life on Mars where Sam Tyler is talking to like his telly or his radio. Granted, in those cases it's a one-sided kind of thingy, but it's that kind of strange sensation of having something talking direct, like your radio talking directly at you and you're responding to it, and your radio is kind of like talking back to you. It's strange. It's a strange thing to get your head around, but yeah, it's literally like the Life on Mars. I was like, oh my gosh, I've like literally gone back in time to like the 1980s. But yeah, I did that Tuesday morning with the lovely Phil Upton. Did the breakfast show. I'm not a morning person, but it went really well and I've had nothing but positive feedback from it. From there, well, a lot of people that I know through other volunteering opportunities, so for like the Brownies, have been in touch and they were like, yes, we'd love to run a post for you. So they've Girl Guiding Nuneaton have run one, and Girl Guiding Warwickshire have run one. So lots of attention there. I'm getting quite positive things in the community forums when my posts don't get deleted for self-promoting and advertising. And then today I've heard back from Midlands Today, who are like our BBC regional news things, who want to come and film with me and are quite interested in coming to have like a filmed chat with me, so I'm going to be on the news, it seems. And they've also had interest from local papers who originally said no. All of a sudden we're interested, and it's like, oh, so it's all kind of like gone from 0 to 100 over this past week, which is fantastic, but oh my gosh, it's nerve-wracking. It's nerve-wracking. I've had like a space of about 3 months where literally the media was a big fat wall of silence, and it was just kind of me on my Instagram account, and all of a sudden lots of attention, and it's like, oh, and I get random people coming up to me saying, oh, you're that racing driver, and it's a bit strange, and I wasn't prepared for that, so oh. That's something to get used to. I got used to being a nobody, and all of a sudden it's like I'm sort of having like my 15 minutes of fame almost, and it's quite overwhelming, and it's definitely something to adjust to. But yeah, that's where I'm at the moment, and at the moment also drafting out things like sponsorship letters, which the media coverage is great to stick in there because I can put like links and things in there if I'm sending them by email. I'm hoping to send most of them by email purely because it's easier then to like actually link like media coverage so then they can see for themselves. Obviously I think if they actually Google my name I'll probably come up somewhere now, so excellent. But also you sort of get like an instant response, don't you, more or less, rather than like with mail it takes 2 days for it to get there and then somebody reads it and then they type you out a response back, and sometimes it can be quite a while before we actually hear from them, but at least with email it's pretty much done and dusted, isn't it? So yeah, that's how that's going, and it's a lot of work. It really is a lot of work, like doing all this stuff. It's a full-time job, and then at the same time I'm also starting a new job which is part-time and finishing off my master's degree, so yeah, lots of stuff all going on at once, but it's absolutely fantastic, and I'm really pleased with how it's going at the moment. I'm probably blowing my own trumpet a little bit there, but I'm definitely pleased with how it's going. And on top of all of that, I'm also doing all my fitness stuff, so I've just come back from a run, hence the slightly manky hair. I know I've got full face of makeup on. I'm also like doing makeup tests and filming things for YouTube, and yeah, and it's all going on at once, isn't it? I sort of went and did a community open day today, did a little bit of filming for that, and then probably won't make its way onto the YouTube channel. It was like more sort of a few minor videos and things just for Instagram, just to sort of go, yay, community opening day. I wasn't there like as a Formula Woman, I was there because I'm on that partnership, I'm on the Hilltop and Calwell Big Local Partnership. Yeah, and then decided to go out for a run afterwards. And yeah, that's where it's going. Couch to 5k at the moment, which I started doing a couple of years ago, but then unfortunately road traffic collision and never really picked it up again, and by the time I was ready to pick it up, COVID set in, so no park run. So I'm going running with Lana at the moment, who lives locally, but that's how it's going at the moment, and doing weightlifting training and things, and my arms are sort of growing, and I have like weight in my arms for like the first time in a long time, and it's strange not having stick thin arms now. Those protein shakes that I've got are working, however Ollie doesn't really like them very much. It's like, the ones I've got are the vegan ones, so they're not like, don't contain milk because I'm allergic to milk, but my body sort of doesn't take well to them. There's absolutely no way I could drink 2 of them in one go. Well, 2 of them in a day, like you're supposed to on the packet. I can manage 1, but 1 is enough, and sometimes I can't even manage that. But that's how it's going, and I'm really impressed with how it's going. And this journey is sort of, it's teaching me things like resilience that I didn't think it would teach at all. It's teaching me resilience to keep going, and it's teaching me that yes, I can do it, even when my little anxiety voice says, no, you can't. Because I can do it. I can do it, and I'm gaining confidence, and wow. I'm just learning so much, and very quickly as well. And I'm really looking forward to November. I just want to get in that car and just sort of plunk my foot down and zoom off now. But a little way to wait for that. So campers, in the box below I will link my GoFundMe, so if you'd like to donate to it, please do. I've had lots and lots of donors so far, so thank you so much to all of my donors who have donated so far. You're all wonderful people, and hopefully I'll be able to make you all proud. Fingers crossed. I only get one shot at my dream, and this is it, so I'm going for it. head down, eyes forward, go. As Stephen Lane on the Formula E often used to say to Sam Bird, eyes forward. I can't quite do his voice, but yeah, the very, very iconic line, eyes forward. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Let's go.